Hi, I'm Mary Kopczynski, the CEO of Regalytics, finally home with your 20,964 alerts. I'm showered, rested, and feeling great, ready to tackle it all. We've launched a number of new pilots, and we're onboarding regulators from all over the world on topics ranging from chemical compliance rules to food safety rules, and it's wild what people can do with the power of the world's rules at their fingertips. The Regulator of the Week is the Congressional Research Service. Why? Because it's a direct look at what Congress is spending its time and tax dollars on. So what is it? It's a legislative branch agency of the U.S. government that sits within the Library of Congress, and they basically do nothing but pump out reports to educate the House and Senate representatives. They write on everything from the history of Guatemala and the current U.S. policy towards it, how grant funding works in the U.S., and the scientific understanding of tornadoes. This week, they put out, for example, 43 articles for Congress members to read, and you don't really need to read them, but the exercise of glancing at the headlines makes it pretty clear what Congress has on their minds because they can request topics to be written. The two that caught my eye this week were, of course, about Silicon Valley Bank. The first briefing was about what the implications of the failure may have on capital markets. But the second was an analysis of the potential directors' and officers' liability for the leaders in charge. Anyway, I find it fascinating. It's a great resource if you need context on any topic to look smart, because these are literally the world's experts writing briefs for the top decision makers, and they're open for all of us to read. Another gem, which I totally missed earlier, but did you know that this week Finland became a member of NATO? We're still waiting on Sweden. The topic of the week is crypto mining. Both Arkansas and Oklahoma put out rules related to digital asset mining. Arkansas notably also put out rules for data centers, and also to affirm gold and silver as officially accepted legal tender. These are all in hearing, so TBD if they pass, but I thought it was pretty interesting stuff. And since we're on the states, Florida has a bill introduced on CBDCs, or central bank digital currencies, which includes redefining what the word money means in Florida. The other big news you need to know this week: the startup founder from Frank has now gotten in trouble with both the SEC and the FDIC. For those of you who have not followed this story, Charlie Javis, who was of course listed in Forbes 30 Under 30, created a student loan company called Frank, and she sold it to JPM for $175 million. Turns out she was falsely claiming that there were 4.5 million customers, and she apparently asked the director of engineering to synthetically create the customers, and when he refused, she hired another data scientist to do it. She is now being charged with criminal complaints for fraud. So, sorry, Charlie, but you're probably going to jail with Sam. And that's it this week for Regalytics. Join me every Wednesday for your dose of regulatory news.